Hey everyone, welcome back to Bookish Nook. Today I am doing a comic book haul because I noticed I haven't done one in a while and I picked up quite a few new series. So I'll start off this haul by saying my previous, third video, I talk about which comics I dropped and which ones I'm continuing, so those are all still following through. So Saga, Wicked, Divine, stuff like that I'm continuing with, and I'm just going to talk strictly about new series that I'm starting. So one of the first new series that I started was Star Wars. Of course I had to start this with the rights transferring over to Marvel from Dark Horse, and just had to get it, of course, and it is phenomenal. If you are a huge Star Wars fan or you just thought the movies were pretty good, I would definitely recommend this. It's a lot of fun. These comics take place after the 6th movie. As you can see, we have the older characters here as opposed to Anakin and I'm blanking on her name. Natalie Portman's character. It's been a while since I've seen them. So there's only 2 issues coming out, with the 3rd one coming out very soon, so I cannot wait to continue this. It is absolutely amazing. The 2nd series that I picked up was in the same vein, and that is Darth Vader. This one kind of took me by surprise. Darth Vader is a very unforgivable and unforgiving character in the movies, as you probably know, but he's also the same way in the comics, and what I noticed is not to expect a character who will be redeemed at the end of the comics. Especially the end of the first one. The ending of the first comic was pure genius and I loved it. If you enjoyed the Star Wars comics, definitely pick up these. These are just as good. And then the last comic in the same vein is Princess Leia. This is going to be a 5-issue story arc centering around, of course, Princess Leia. I've yet to read this, but I am really excited to. I've seen a few good reviews, so I can't wait. The next comic that I picked up was Postal, and this is about a town full of criminals, and there's pretty much only one rule in this town, and it's not to commit any crimes or anything, because this town cannot afford a police investigation, an FBI investigation, because it's sort of like a last resort place for criminals on the run, so they can't afford that kind of attention. And our main character is sort of on the autism spectrum, and he delivers mail when he notices something sort of awry and starts questioning it, and then at the end of this book a murder is committed, and that's where it sort of finishes off, because a murder is not supposed to happen. It's very interesting. The main character is written so perfectly. It literally feels like it's from someone on the autism spectrum. It's really great. The artwork is fantastic, so is the writing, so I cannot wait to continue with this. The next 3 are 3 that came out of the Spider-Verse big event, so if you know what I'm talking about, it's pretty much all the Spider-Mans ever had to unite to defeat a foe, and these 3 comics that I have came out of that. So the first one I have is Silk. Silk was such a very interesting character in the storyline for Spider-Verse, so I had to pick this up. Silk definitely reminded me of Miss Marvel, and I had that sort of, she's trying to figure out her powers and who she is, and it's got that same sort of artwork that's not kiddish, but it's definitely a Spider-Man kind of style, sort of very like fun and relaxed. Really enjoyed this. I can't wait to see where it goes. And the second one I got was Spider-Woman, which I have yet to read. I know she got a costume change. It's more modern. From front, not bad. I guess we'll see. But I've heard some pretty good things about this, so I can't wait to read it. And the last comic is, of course, Spider-Gwen. I've heard literally nothing but good things about this, so I cannot wait to dive into this. I have a lot of catching up to do for comics, but they're all great reads. So yeah, these are all the comics that I have accumulated since my last comic book haul. Well, the new ones at least. I'm still continuing with many of my series. I'm still continuing with The Amazing Spider-Man, Alex plus Ada, Saga, like I had said earlier, Sex Criminals, which hasn't come out with an issue in a while. From my first ever comic book haul, I talked about a comic series named Pop, and that finished, and that was very good as well. Bodies just finished as well. I've yet to read it because I wanted to reread them all, because it's a little dense and I forgot everything. The whole Fire and Stone, Alien vs. Predator, Prometheus whole story finished, and I marathoned the crap out of it, and it was fantastic. So awesome. I wish the ending was wrapped up a bit more nicely, but it was good. And I'm also continuing Rotten Rune, which that also hasn't had an issue out in a while, so that's everything that I'm reading. Let me know down below what you're reading. Thanks for watching. Bye.